Hi everyone, it's Francine from Purposeful Credit Solutions. Haven't made a video in a while, and it's always been on my to-do list for the last 6 months, and I decided, okay, you know what, Francine, just go ahead and make the video. So if you haven't liked or followed my page, please do so now. I'm also on Instagram, Purposeful Credit, here, Purposeful Credit Solutions. I'm also on Twitter, so follow one of them or all of them if you prefer. I want to start this week. We're going to be talking about disputing your credit reports. And so I know a lot of you are doing it yourself, and you should do it yourself. It's definitely, you can do it yourself. I'm going to help you with that process. So let's get started. So in order to dispute your credit reports, you're going to need to pull your credit reports. And you need to pull the actual credit reports, and I like to go to annualcreditreport.com. They're letting you pull your reports every week up until 2022. And the difference between annual credit reports and Credit Karma, annual credit reports gives you a full and complete report. There's information that is valuable on annual credit reports that Credit Karma just doesn't have. Credit Karma is an educational site. It gives you your Vantage score. It shows you briefly of your accounts because you're checking them that week, and that's perfectly fine. But when you're disputing, annualcreditreport.com, okay? So you pull all three of your reports. Sometimes annual credit reports may want you to send in your ID with the request, and you can do that too. It'll take a couple of weeks for it to get back. So if they ask you to do that, it's just security purposes, just go ahead and do that. It's no big deal, okay? Second thing you need to do, once you pull all three reports from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, you need to identify the errors. And what I mean by errors is stuff like you had a late payment. TransUnion is reporting a late payment for 120, but Experian is not. TransUnion is reporting your account opened on 1/1/19, and then Equifax is reporting your account opened on 12 of 2020. Credit reports always, let's say 85 to 90% of the time they have errors. And so those are the errors that you need to identify. The FCRA says the Fair Credit Reporting Act says your account should be 100% accurate, verifiable, and timely. Now, it's unreasonable for all credit reports, for all people that have credit scores, for it all to be accurate. But what the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that it's got to be a reasonable request, and if you identify an error that's impacting your credit score, they're saying, oh no, you need to identify that account and ensure that your report is accurate. And if you have conflicting information to what's reported, you need to make sure you are getting those errors corrected, okay? So what you're going to do is identify those errors. If you have wrong balances, wrong accounts, if you have accounts that are not yours. Okay, let's just sit here at not yours for a minute. Whew. Okay. If an account is not yours because, you had for whatever reason, it got reported in error on your report, by all means dispute that. Do not report to the credit bureaus that the accounts that are negative, you're saying they are not yours. That is completely wrong. That is so wrong. I can't even tell you how wrong it is, and you are really going to hurt yourself trying to dispute your accounts. I'm going to show you how to factually dispute your accounts. And I'm going to show you what that means, okay? So don't dispute an account you know is yours and saying it's not yours. You're really going to mess yourself up, okay? So you highlight these accounts. You're going to highlight, let's say the balance is incorrect. You haven't had a balance in that account in 2 or 3 months. You're going to highlight that. Those are factual errors that you can dispute, and they need to correct, because if you have a zero balance on a credit card and they're saying you have a balance, that's impacting your utilization. You need to dispute that. So dispute those kinds of errors. If you have any questions about errors on your credit report, comment below and I'll definitely help you with that, okay? So you pulled your reports, you've identified your errors on your credit report. Now the next thing you're going to do is you are going to create a dispute plan, okay? Creating a dispute plan is very important. You need to identify accounts that are you need to identify negative accounts that are less than 24 months old. Those are the biggest impacts to your credit score, and you want to identify those. Okay, so late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, repossessions, short sales, charge-offs, all of those. You need to identify those. And you need to include those accounts in your credit dispute plan, because you need to understand how to dispute those accounts. One in particular is charge-offs. Now, charge-offs are when you have a credit card. I'm gonna use myself as an example because I'm fighting one now. I have a Macy's card, okay? We're fighting about the I want to settle that one I want to settle it at one amount and they want to settle at another. So we're going back and forth. Until the meantime, I only owed like $500 on the account, and it's showing up is I owe $500. The credit limit was like $400, and so that's reporting as over 100% utilization on my credit reports. So I want to settle that account. It's already done the damage it's going to do. I don't want to delete the account, and here's why. I have very good payment history on the account. I got in trouble when I opened my business. I got behind on it, couldn't catch up. The account charged off. Okay, that's fine. I'm ready to settle it. They validated the account. We're good to go. Okay? So, but we keep going back and forth with this settlement amount. We'll get there. That's a goal for this month. I'm going to settle that account. Probably going to have to settle it for what they want to sell it for, but well, whatever. Okay? So, but I don't want them to delete it. I want them to update that account to 0. If they take off all that great reporting history, how long I had that account like 8 years, 7 years. I don't want that all deleted off. I only want to update the account to 0, which brings down my utilization. I still get to keep the credit reporting history, which is so important, not just for my score, but if I apply to anywhere else, an underwriter is going to say, hey, what happened here? You had such great history for 8 years, and what happened? Did you get laid off or something? And then you can explain what happened, and they're like, oh, okay, that means I'm capable of paying an account consistently over a protracted period of time. So very important. Do not go for deletion. Have them update that account. Make sense? Okay. So you're planning your disputes. Do you want to update? Do you want to delete? Do you want to delete? All collection accounts should be deleted. I don't give a care. Collection accounts are not doing you any favors. They should all be deleted. I don't care if they hurt your credit score or not. They should be deleted. My personal opinion, I will always go for a deletion for a collection account. Now, one thing about a collection account, you need to be very careful of collection accounts over $2,500. And I'm going to tell you why. Collection accounts over $2,500 and they're within the statute of limitations period, creditors can sue you. Yeah. And the statute of limitations period, the SOL period, is just the period of time creditors can sue you. So in California, the statute of limitations period is 3 years. Yeah, I think 3 years. So if you have an account, it charged off last year, it's $4,000, leave it alone. Common larger accounts are repossessions. Repossessions, they repossessed your car, you voluntarily turned it in, they sell it, there's a deficiency balance there, let's say it's $2,900, okay? So you're still responsible for that $2,900 balance. You need to leave that account alone until the statute of limitations period expires for your state, okay? Meaning that if they sold that car 2 years ago and the statute of limitations, you live in Arizona, which has a 6-year period, don't touch that account for at least 6 years. Because if you do touch it, you'll wake a sleeping giant and they can come back and sue you if you're within that SOL period. If you're outside of it, dispute away. It's very important. I'm going to go over statute of limitations in another video. In fact, let me write it down now. Video, statute of limitations period. Okay. So anything over $2,500, you're going to leave alone. Now, I know some creditors will sue you for $1,000, namely U.S. Bank. I have a client, I have several clients that have been like sued by U.S. Bank. They will sue you for like $1,000. Okay, so just be aware of that. Anytime you're within a statute of limitations period, creditors can come and sue you. Now, if you have a balance of $600, yeah, don't trip on that. Most creditors are not going to sue you for $600. I'm not saying all, but most creditors are not going to sue you for $600. Okay? Okay. So you have your plan. You know what you're going to dispute. You're looking at, you have your errors highlighted. You're going to focus on negative items in the last 24 months. Now you have a plan. I have a credit dispute plan, action plan. Drop your email address or message me your email address, and I will send you the plan. And that way you can keep track of your items that you want to dispute. You have it all in a plan. You can track your progress. You can insert rows in that Excel spreadsheet. Like, oh, okay, my score increased by 32 points because I deleted off this particular collection account. Or my utilization dropped to, 20% because I updated this balance to 0. So those are the kind of things you want to keep in your credit dispute plan. Those are very, very important. Okay? The last thing you want to do is make sure especially while you're highlighting the mistakes, you want to make sure that the data furnisher, the creditors, are reporting the same information across all 3 bureaus. If they only report to 2, then they need to report that same information across 2 bureaus. Woo! Okay, so if you have a Capital One account that reports to all 3 bureaus, they need to make sure that account information must be exactly correct. They must have the same information across all 3. FCRA says your account must be 100% accurate, timely, and verifiable. That's what they mean. It needs to be correct. Those are your rights, so you need to be bold and take back your rights and say, oh no, you need to report this correctly across all 3. If you can't report it correctly, you need to take it off. You need to advocate for yourself. So, very important, make sure all information for all accounts are reported correctly across all 3 bureaus. Okay? So now you're ready to dispute. We'll go over that later on in the week. If you have any comments or questions, drop it below in the comments. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to help. I'm a certified credit counselor. I buy educational videos. As soon as I get off this video, I'm gonna go look at one. I have a 3-hour educational videos about disputing. I'm going to take notes again on that one. I know a lot about the credit bureaus, and I have to know a lot because I help people with their business credit. I help people with their personal credit, and I'm a personal finance educator. So I enjoy doing this. So please ask questions. Everybody wants free stuff, so please ask away. Again, my name is Francine Rogers. I'm the owner of Purposeful Credit Solutions. I can definitely help you create wealth through your credit reports. So please comment, questions, message me, whatever you want to do. So I think that's it for today. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.